That we're on. Hi guys. Okay, about 2 more minutes and we're going to go ahead and get started. Feel free to get in the event and invite people, whatever you want to do. Really excited about our lineup today, so hope everybody's having an awesome Tuesday. We have some amazing stuff going on with our company. So you really want to watch for those things and make sure that you reach out to the person that shared this with you. Yeah, you can. Okay, about 1 more minute. Do you have Tricia's before and after, because one of the first pictures up there on the thing? Well, she talks before her spot, so. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I always talk about that I value your guys' time. We're going to try to keep this to almost exactly 1 hour. We're going to be doing some inspirational stories for you, some videos, and sharing a lot about the product, and then how to get your product for free. So with that, I want to go ahead and introduce our first speaker. Really, really good friend of mine for over 2 years now, longer than that, actually, probably. Just truly inspirational story, and I think you guys are just going to love hearing from her. So Tricia, with that, can you go ahead and take it away?
Absolutely, Misty. Thank you so much for inviting me to share my story today. One of the things I love about my journey so far with Isagenix has been that I've met some truly amazing people and that I get to share my story and my experience with all of them. So thank you for having me. I began my journey with Isagenix just about 2 years ago. I was kind of at a point in my life that was probably one of the lowest points I'd ever been. I was not only overweight, but I was incredibly unhealthy and just pretty much miserable. When I had my kids, I had gained a bunch of weight and never lost weight in between my kids, and certainly didn't lose it afterwards. So I knew that I needed to make some serious changes in my life. Like I said, I was overweight, but I was miserable. Like, I was falling asleep every night on the couch by 7 o'clock. I was not terribly active with my kids just because I didn't want to. I didn't have the energy, didn't feel like it. And so I had actually learned about this system through Misty, who owned the preschool that my kids went to, and I knew at that point that I was really wanting to try something and do something. I've never really been a fad dieter or one to kind of jump on whatever the latest craze is. So I knew that I needed to do something that I could see that people were really being successful with, and so that's how I found out about it, through Misty. I had seen her transformation, and obviously she had made a physical transformation, you know, including weight loss, but I was noticing that she appeared to have more energy, just seemed happier, had a glow about her, and I was like, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. So I learned a little bit more about Isagenix, and I kind of sat on it for a while because, like I said, I'm not really one to jump on every bandwagon, but I thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I started my journey on July 5th of 2013, and I am a very goal-driven person. I mean, I've got to see results with things. So I set myself a little goal that I was going to be 150% committed to this journey, at least until my 39th birthday, which was about 6 weeks away. And so I started with the system, you know, gave it everything I had, and within that 6 weeks, I was down a really significant amount of weight. And I just knew that it worked. I felt better within days. My clothes were fitting better. The weight was falling off, but I was just so much happier, you know, happy with the results I was seeing, but just my personality and my mood was shifting. And so I knew at that point it was working, and there were some big things coming for me. So I stuck with it. About 6 to 8 months into my journey, I felt like something was missing. So I began to incorporate some fitness in, you know, my everyday schedule. And I started out with simple things and then moved on to bigger things, doing mud runs, you know, all sorts of other crazy things. Ran my first 10K in January, and I always laugh and say, like, if you had said to me 2 years ago I would have ran a 10K, I would have laughed at you, because I don't even know if I could have ran 10 steps down my driveway before I started with Isagenix. So it is really given me my life back. It's let me become a much more active person. You know, I work out a lot now, not because I have to. I get, you know, what I need from the good nutrition, but, you know, it allows me to really enjoy working out and having that whole, you know, new component added into this. So it's done some amazing things for me. What I love about it too, it's given me my life back, where I'm actually able to be active with my kids. You know, they have to keep up with me a lot of times now. We're much more active as a family. You know, my husband uses some of the products. My kids love a lot of the products. And so it's really become a whole entire, you know, just lifestyle shift for me and my family. And so, you know, I'm incredibly blessed and grateful that I was introduced to this system, and it has allowed me to, you know, be the mom that I know my kids deserve, but also be the person that I know that I deserve to be. So it's really exciting that you guys get to all be here today to learn about these amazing products, and hopefully you guys will be able to experience some of what I did, and really be able to transform your life and get yourself healthy. And so with that, I have the pleasure of being able to introduce the first video that will be shown today. And this is a pretty incredible transformation. If you have not seen it yet, this inspiring woman, her name is Jill Birth, and she has had an incredible transformation. You know, she's an amazing woman. She's a mom. She, you know, has absolutely rocked this system and has had great results. And every time I see it, even though I've been on the system for 2 years, it still inspires me and motivates me. And so hopefully it will do the same for you. So with that, let's just get Jill's video started.
Thank you so much, Tricia. And there's Tricia's awesome transformation.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction.
You are either going to crack up and laugh at me, or you're going to bawl for me. Because every time I have started a diet, like a major diet, my husband, he's such a good supporting husband, he would take all these pictures, the front, the side, the back, and then holding a newspaper if I was going to try to send it in. And guess how many pictures I have? I have 20 pictures, 20 since 1998. And the thing is that I don't have an after picture to go with them. I even have enough to make a whole scrapbook, so I need your help to get an after picture.
It's the climb. the struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to.
First memory that I have of being overweight was when I was in the 3rd grade, and they had us line up in the line, and the school nurse one by one would have us get on the scale, and she would weigh us and measure our height. And when I stepped on the scale, I weighed 142 pounds in 3rd grade. And she just looked at me, she said, "Oh my heck, you weigh more than me, and I'm 20 years older than you. That's crazy." And I just remember going home, and I just cried to my mom, and the next day she took me to Weight Watchers. I have always known that I weighed as much as the girls do when they step on the scale at The Biggest Loser, but I didn't know that it affected my family the way that it affects me also. I was going to my brother's house. He has a swimming pool, and we were having a family party, so I promised my kids, since it was just going to be my family there, that I would swim with them, because I don't do that very often. And they would say, "Mom, please go down the slide, just once, because we want you to go down the slide and play with us." And I said, "Okay, I'll go down the slide for you." And so I hurried as slick as I could and got to the slide and climbed up and went to go down, and my hips got stuck in the slide, and I couldn't get out. I was wedged in there, and so I'm like, I'm stuck, and I was just horrified, and I just wanted to bawl. But I was sitting there trying to laugh it off, because that's what I do. I just kind of laugh and try to be funny about it. And my nephew came up to the top of the slide and sat at the top and pushed me with his feet on my shoulders and he had to push for like 3 or 4 minutes before my hips became unwedged and I went down the slide. And that was just so hard, I think, for my kids to see, and it was embarrassing. And my little boy came up to me the other day and he said, "Mom, am I fat too?" And I just wanted to bawl, because I can't have my kids seeing me that way. I need some help to get past those barriers. I really want to get past that weight I was in 3rd grade, that 142 pounds. I want to get below that. And also I want to have confidence in myself, and I want to inspire people. And for once and for all, I really want to get an after picture in that scrapbook of mine with all those before pictures. That would just be awesome.
I can't wait to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Yeah. When you call me, when I hear you breathe, I can't wait to fly. I feel that I'm alive. When you look at me, I can touch the sky. I know that I'm alive. When you bless the day, I just drift away. Oh, my word is that I'm glad that I'm alive. You sit for Fill me with love, make me woman, I'm about to burn. Couldn't get much higher, my spirit takes flight, 'cause I'm alive. Oh, when you call on me, when I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive, I am alive. When you reach for me, when you reach for me, it's time that knows that I'll be the one standing by through good and through trying times. And it's only begun. I can't wait for the rest of my life. When you call on me, when you call on me, when you reach for me, when you reach for me, I can reach to I feel that when you bless the day, when you bless, you bless the day. Just your way, I lift your faith on my earthly side. I know that I'm alive. I get wings to fly. God knows that I'm alive.
I should have told you to get the tissues out for that for sure. But with the ending of that, I have the absolute pleasure of introducing just another one of my awesome friends, total athlete on our team. I just love this girl, and just has had an absolutely amazing transformation, and is just an amazing mom and just an amazing person. And so with that, Anne-Marie, I'm going to turn it over to you to tell your story and share about our products. Are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can.
Yay. Hi. Wow. Well, thank you for that sweet little introduction. And thank you, Tricia, for sharing your story. It's always amazing. I love your transformation, Tricia. I love your video, too. And then to plug into Jill Birth's, too, it always is a little bit emotional. I love her transformation story, too. So a little quick bit about me. I started with Isagenix just over 2 years ago. My daughter, Charlotte, was about 6 months old. My son was 22 months, and I was not feeling at the top of my game. Couldn't shake the baby weight. I had mommy fog brain. And I just wasn't really happy with where I was at, and I knew I had more potential and more inside of me. Once I lost about 35 pounds and over 45 inches. And since then, a year after that is when I started really working out and getting into CrossFit. And I've been doing that for just over a year. So my after picture, I need to get that going around because I actually have like a six-pack now. Thanks to Amped, too, one of our new products, which we'll get into. But yeah, so I'm excited to share with everybody what I love so much about this company and the amazing products and the amazing fuel and nutrition that we put into our bodies every day. Slide.
Oh, sorry, hold on, Anne-Marie. I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulty.
Oh, that's okay. I can just sit here and talk.
1 second.
Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. I was at a Dave Matthews Band concert 2 nights ago singing along.
Sorry, 1 more minute, guys.
That's fine.
There we go.
All right. So, what?
I said, there we go. Thank you.
Okay. So one thing that some people say is, oh, you sell Isagenix. No, I don't sell it. I share it. And when I started, I didn't plan on sharing it. I planned on feeling better and getting healthy, and I did. And by that, I started sharing it. We educate you. You decide. If it's for you, great. If it's not for you, then it's your decision. And then we as a team and as a coach support you. So that's one thing that I really, really love is we educate, you decide, and we support. And we have an amazing giant team of people to support. So I hope that learning today you decide, and if you do, great. And then we're here to help you. Slide.
Sorry, Anne-Marie, we're trying to move this. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so a quick little disclaimer. The statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, but we all know one thing. And when you treat your body right and you fuel it with the proper nutrition, your body is going to respond. And I think my transformation and many other transformations are a testimony to that. And another thing that I really love, I keep saying one thing, there's many things, but our Isagenix mission. We are out on a journey to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world, which is a pretty huge vision. And Jim and Kathy Coover are definitely, you know, they're on that mission to guide us all in that direction. So obviously, you guys, we all know that our world, we have a serious health crisis. There's, you know, tons of obesity from, you know, and diagnosing, women being diagnosed with breast cancer. What is that, 1.3 million women would be diagnosed with breast cancer. That's very, very scary. 1 in 2 will develop cancer. One thing that kind of hits home to me is kids and childhood obesity and childhood diabetes. I mean, right now, our little ones are flooded with just icky processed food, fast food. Mom and dad are too busy, and that's really, really scary. So if people could just take that shift and not go through the drive-through and make a quick shake, or, you know, throw some berries in it, anything like that, it's kind of, you know, what we really want people to get into that mindset. And we all know that we are exposed to toxins and impurities in air that we breathe. Everywhere we go, we shower, there's chemicals in our soaps and everything like that. Lotions, makeup, you name it, chemicals. And then your body grabs onto that in the fat and it stores it. And then you build up your defense system and your immune system, and you just get that fat building and building. And so this is hopefully going to flush it all away. But yeah, it's kind of, and I hope that you're not drinking dirty, gross water like that. So yeah, that top left picture, I mean, that's, anyhow. The Isagenix difference. The systems are there to rid the body of toxins and impurities. And when you put all the good nutrients into your body, it creates lean muscle mass and it gives you healthy energy. Great skin. I mean, what you fuel your body with on the inside is what you're going to be on the outside. So the better you eat, the better you fuel. Your skin's going to look better, your hair, your nails, everything. And one thing that I love is that there are no artificial colors, flavors, ingredients, no dyes, no chemicals, no stimulants, no appetite suppressants, nothing synthetic, no GMOs, over 200 trace minerals and minerals, double certified raw materials, exclusive in New Zealand that are not treated with any hormones or antibiotics. So it's a tip-top way. And there is also telomere support and youthful aging products as well. Okay, so I don't know many other companies that can claim this, but we do testing of our products. Over $2 million is spent annually on raw products, materials, finished goods, third-party testing. We also conduct clinical studies, ongoing clinical studies. One that just ended, I think, was an 18-month study in Skidmore, and then there's also the UIC study that was done, the Isagenix program diet versus the heart healthy diet, and our numbers are just staggering in comparison. So to be able to have the confidence to know what you're putting in your body is verified and tested, and you've got the best team of scientists and medical professionals and nutritionists that back up the company too, is pretty awesome. So we have a few different solutions to transform lives. We've got weight loss, energy, and they actually just separated those two. So there's an energy system and then a performance system, healthy aging, and wealth creation. And we'll go over these right now. Okay. Well, here's a slide. Who wants to eat some food now? I don't want to eat any of that. So yeah, food that is fast, cheap, and nutritionally bankrupt, this is just a few of them. And unfortunately, it kind of makes me sad to walk into a grocery store because 90% of the aisles are filled with this. I mean, to walk down an aisle that is just dedicated to soda, it makes me cringe. Like, this is our body, this is our temple, this is our one place that we have to live for the rest of our life. And what we fuel it with is so important to live a healthy life. And then that carries over to our kids and, you know, generations that follow us. And if we just start to set the example and live a healthier life, we're going to live longer. We're not going to be 70 years old in a wheelchair. We're going to be 70 years old and rocking the beach in a bikini. At least that's my intention. Okay, so now this is a site. So the previous page, let's forget about all that. Let's focus on this. These are some great core products here. You know, one that just jumps out to me on the bottom left-hand side of the screen is the kids' vitamins. My kids ask me for it every single morning, and in fact, this morning my daughter asked me for a shake, and she drank the whole thing down, and she calls it a chocolate shake because she can't say chocolate, but she really loves it. Another thing I can't really live without, and where's my packet? I threw it away already. The top right, or top right middle, are the vitamins. I take them every morning, every evening, and they're into AM and PM packs, and they're so good for you. But really, everything here is it's just good stuff for you. Fiber snacks, cleanse for life, deep cleansing your body, giving it a little car wash, a little scrub-a-dub-dub of your cells from the inside out is so important to do. Everybody should do that. I mean, you change your car oil, you clean your shower, whatever. You should really clean out your inside. I mean, filter out your liver. Think of how long and all that stuff that goes through your liver. Why not give it a little cleanse? Ionic Supreme is something that I love too. So, okay. Clinical research. No, we could go. I could probably babble on forever. Okay, so this is one of the studies that I touched on earlier. This is the Skidmore study. So 4 times more fat loss. And this is, okay, so this is after the first 6 months. This has been updated. So after the first 6 months, more fat loss, increased lean muscle mass, increased metabolism, and increase of toxins release versus the heart-healthy diet and maintenance. I mean, that's huge. You turn into a fat-burning machine. Your body is operating better. It's cleaner. You've got more muscle tone and less fat. I mean, win, 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 win. At least in my book, that's win, win, win. And the 33% visceral fat. Visceral fat is that bad, dangerous fat. And this really helps eliminate that. And anybody that's that bad belly fat. I know I lost, I want to say, like 8 inches around that belly, so that went goodbye. So that bad visceral fat goes. And a 44% increase in toxins, like released. That's just going to make you feel better. That's going to give you more energy because A, you don't have the sluggish fat dragging you down, and B, you don't have those toxins in you. So. Energy and performance. I'm going to separate the two. I don't think that this is updated. So the energy system is really, it's got the isoline shakes and everything, and the e-shots, and it's just going to help you carry on day to day and just give you that vitality and that increase energy. It's got Cleanse for Life Ionics, and then the performance system is geared more toward athletes. It has ISA Pro. It has the Amped. And right now, through today, you guys, you can build your pack and get an amazing credit, whether it be $75 to $100. So if you're watching this or if you watch this later, talk to whoever asked you to tune into this and ask them about creating your own energy or performance pack because they have great deals going on today. Real athletes, real food, real results. Lori Harder, bottom left, beautiful. I love her. She's such an inspiration. She's such an amazing role model, heart. She's on this month's cover of Oxygen magazine. She actually does talk about Isagenix too. So to have it really out there, Olympic athletes, top right, Nat Cook, awesome. And I think that's David Gilks on the left. And okay, so here we go. No, those are just awesome athletes. So healthy aging and anti-aging. We are all getting older, right? So to take care of your body, right now, and get it going and to reduce any issues down the road. But the anti-aging industry is going to double from 200 billion to 500 billion in the next 5 years. And those are some staggering numbers there because people are trying to hit the reverse button, try to find that fountain of youth. We don't have the fountain of youth, but we do have product B, which is kind of a fountain of youth product. And every day more than 10,000 baby boomers will reach the age of 65. That's incredible. So we do have a healthy aging line that's going to be vitamins and product B, and everybody should have a shake. So, wow, the first generation of Americans, that's really sad. This is the first generation of Americans' children to live shorter than their parents. That's really upsetting. Okay, well, let's get healthy, people. Okay, solutions. So, the 5 pillars of health. Solutions to healthy aging. 5 pillars. Isagenix shake. Cleanse for life. Ionic Supreme. Okay, we're going to start with this. Okay, no, you're good. So, Isagenix shakes. Like I said before, they're exclusively sourced, highest quality, undenatured New Zealand whey and casein protein. Our little happy grass-fed cows there. 24 grams of grade 7 whey protein. Lower lactose levels for easier digestion. In fact, a lot of people that are lactose intolerant or have that bad gut find more ease with these shakes than other products. Over 70 supercharged trace minerals, enzymes in there, live active enzymes to help maximize absorption, if I can talk. And it's a perfect high nutrient-dense food. It's also a perfect balance of a meal with carbs, sugars, and calories. And really at $3, it's actually a little bit less than $3 per meal. It's totally affordable. I mean, I know sometimes my kids want to grab something fast, and this is what they get. This is their fast food. And it obviously is clinically supported to support great weight loss and maintenance too, and it's on the go. I'm super busy, so a shake is my way to go versus making an egg omelet or something. That takes a little bit more time. Which whey protein is right for you? Well, let's talk about, it's right there, that's what I was about to say. Isagenix cows, no hormones, no antibiotics. I've driven by farms before, whether it be back home in Illinois or being, driving through Wisconsin, and some of those cows just look very sick, even out here, very sick. Also on the side of the road where cars are driving by. I don't want to have milk from a cow that's on the side of a road where there's cars and airplanes flying overhead, and think of all those toxins and ickiness. Undenatured whey protein. Undenatured means that it's a cold press process. It's not heated and brought back down to temperature, heated and brought back down to kill off anything that's bad in those cows that might be treated with hormones and antibiotics. So bottom line is we have cheerfully happy certified cows that we get our whey protein from, and it really makes a difference in the quality of the shake. Cleanse for life. So it's not your typical cleanse. I know sometimes when we talk about cleanse, people are like, uh-oh, I don't want to do that cleanse. It's not a poopy cleanse. It's a whole body cellular lymphatic cleanse. It squeaky cleans everything from the inside out. It's a natural way to detoxify your body of impurities and bad things that are just in your system. It nourishes your body while it cleanses. It is not a laxative, not a diuretic. It boosts mental and physical energy. I could say I do 2-day cleanses because you have the option. You could do daily, 1 day or 2 day. And I do 2 days. And on the day of the morning of the second day, I'm like jumping out of bed and I'm ready to go. And I'm super happy and full of energy. And I feel great. And most people think you're not eating, or you're eating little bits throughout the day, but you're cleaning your body. So you're getting that energy because you're getting rid of all the bad stuff that used to hold you down and make you sluggish. It contains over 100 nutrients that help support the body's vital functions and your immune system. I really don't get sick. I haven't been sick in a very long time, and I know that's because of what I fuel my body with and how I take care of it and how I cleanse it. Ionic Supreme. I love this stuff. I actually take more than once a day. It brings your body into balance. If you're waking up in the morning, that's when I do a shot. I'd sometimes do a shot before I go to bed to get that great night's sleep. And I also put it in a post-workout shake. There's specialized adaptogens, and it energizes your cell, and it kind of balances you. And if you're stressed out, you kind of just feel like it brings you back to level. There's over 200 specially sourced ingredients in the Isagenix Supreme. The proprietary process, and it enhances the benefits of the antioxidants and the adaptogens that are within it, and it's supercharged. So it's good stuff. I love it. I really do. Ageless Essential Vitamins. So I use the Ageless Essentials with product B every day. And there's also Ageless Actives, the Isa Omega Supreme in it, C Light, and product B Isagenix. So let's just talk about the essentials for women. So it's formulated to meet the latest nutritional science. Essentials contain the therapeutic dosage of key nutrients tailored to meet the nutritional needs of both men and women. Let's see. C Light is a separate, obviously it's separate, but it's just vitamin C that you could take every day. Everybody could use a little extra boost of vitamin C. And Isa Omega Supreme, it supports cardiovascular health, brain healthy health, and it's got DHA and EPA omega-3 fatty acids. So it's kind of just your little salmon in a pill. No, I'm kidding. But it's good for you. Okay. Okay. So this is our little everything that's in the Ageless Essentials vitamin. That's a lot of wine there. The resveratrol that's in it. 250 glasses you would have to just consume. And as much as I like a glass here and there, I certainly am not going to consume that much. But that's in one packet. It's kind of I can't really read all that on the left. It's small, so I don't want to go in there. But you guys, there's vitamin B12, vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B3, B6, B5, C, D, K, folic acid, magnesium, biotin, selenium, copper. There is all sorts of goodness. Our food, our vegetables lack so much from our soils that just the soils are depleted. So this is a great way to get all those nutrients that your body needs into your system. And we actually have great patented capsules, so you're not waiting 12 hours. I mean, you could put some other competitors' vitamins in water and they just sort of sit there and slowly break down. I've done it with ours, and they break down rather quickly. So you know your body's getting those vitamins really quickly. And there's an AM and PM pack, so, and for men and women. Telomeres. I'm going to read this because if I try to break off and give you guys my own take on it, I might really confuse you. But at the end of your DNA strand is of every DNA strand is a telomere. Think of a shoelace. Think of the end of a shoelace, right? So the telomeres prevent our chromosomes from becoming frayed. So it's like the cap of a shoelace. I'm going to just read this. They prevent chromosomes from becoming frayed, fusing into the rings, or binding with other DNA. When telomeres get short, your body cells are unable to divide or reproduce and simply die. Eventually, this instability leads to the tissue breakdown, potentially leading to premature aging. When you're born, they start to duplicate. And as that goes on over time, the telomeres get shorter and shorter and shorter, thus aging and eventually death. The telomeres are found at the tips of our chromosome, and they're the most important markers for determining lifespan. So that brings us probably into the next slide, which is going to be product B, which is telomere support.
We're actually going to go ahead and watch a quick video regarding telomere.
Oh. Well, that's me better than me trying to explain it.
Here we go.
Recently, we have discovered that the science of human aging is really pretty simple. We age because our cells divide and our telomeres get shorter. What's a telomere? Well, to answer that, let's zoom into a human's 100 trillion cells. Every cell contains a nucleus with genes and chromosomes. If you zoom in further, you see that the chromosomes are made up of DNA molecules that are 100 million bases long, coiled up like a slinky. There are long, repetitive sequences of DNA at the end of each of our chromosomes. These sequences are called telomeres. When a cell divides, the genetic material inside that cell needs to be copied. This is called DNA replication. During this process, enzymes that replicate a strand of DNA are unable to continue replicating all the way to the end, which causes the loss of some DNA. And the ends, if you remember, are where the telomeres are. At birth, we have about 10,000 bases. But as we age and our cells divide again and again, we lose those bases. And at 5,000 bases, we begin to die of old age. As telomeres get shorter, humans begin to experience the general effects of aging. Loss of muscle, failing memory, poor eyesight, lack of energy, and slower recovery after exercise. The bottom line is this. When cells divide, the telomeres shorten. And bad things happen when telomeres get short. Research we completed in 1997 established that humans also have an enzyme called telomerase that can lengthen telomeres. This research was so significant that in 2009, it was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. I lead a team of scientists pursuing this line of research, and we are virtually the only scientists pursuing it. Our recent collaboration with John Anderson's 30 years of formulating experience is yielding results beyond anything we have ever experienced. It won't be surprising to see many companies trying to enter this space and begin marketing products touted to support telomeres. But I know from my research, not all telomere products are the same. One company is leading the way with a complete system that not only addresses the causes of aging, but also provides a credible product system to effectively support healthy telomeres. This remarkable research may one day reveal the secret of living a longer, healthier life. I am grateful for the opportunity I've had to share it with you.
Contact the person who shared this video with you. Discover which Isagenix product system is best for you.
I love it. Oh, okay. Thanks for that video. That's a great video. I don't know. I'm purely fascinated by the science behind not just that, everything within Isagenix and within the products that our company has to offer. So it looks like it's my great pleasure to introduce a dear friend, coach, and mentor, Misty Polina. She's an amazing executive, 3-star Golden Circle. And I'm we are all very fortunate for all of her efforts, and behind the scenes, Dom, who's back there too, for everything that you guys do. You guys are really awesome, and inspiration, and thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Anne-Marie. So yes, as Anne-Marie said, my name is Misty Polina, and my husband Dominic is also sitting here. And so if it's okay with you guys, I would love to share my quick Isagenix story with you. So before Isagenix, I was not in a very good place in my life. My father had just passed away from a terminal illness that came on very suddenly. And it was unexpected, and I was taking care of him on in-home hospice care. And so I want to rewind a little bit, though, to about 6 to 7 years before that. I had gone through a really awful divorce, and when I went through that divorce, I was a little over 200 pounds, and I was just very, very unhappy. I was a mom of 2 small kids, and had no energy. So I went on what I now refer to as my divorce diet. It was the wine and goldfish diet. So I know some of you are probably laughing. I'm a preschool teacher by day, and so I have a plethora of goldfish, the little Pepperidge Farm baked goldfish, and you can eat a lot of those little suckers and not a lot of calories. And I thought, well, that's what it's about, right? Calorie restriction. Like the less calories, the more weight you're going to lose, and the better you're going to look. So lots of goldfish and wine. Now, I didn't drink wine while I was teaching preschool, so don't anybody worry. I did that when I would get home, and so that was my wine and goldfish diet. And oh my goodness, I lost some weight. I lost about 70 pounds. I was in a bikini for the first time in a very long time. Pictures looked great. But it really was this mask that I was wearing because I was literally dying inside. I had no energy. I was losing my hair. I probably wasn't a very good mom. I know I wasn't a very good preschool teacher. Just all around, it was just a really, really dark place in my life. I met my now husband, Dom, who I truly love, is absolutely my soulmate. And we started dating and then, got engaged, double incomes. We were eating out a little bit more. So the weight was slowly creeping back on, but it wasn't anything crazy. And so I was maybe 15 pounds more than I wanted to be, but not a big deal. And then my dad got sick. And so during the short time that he was sick and I was taking care of him, I cared about everything that was going into his body, but nothing about what was going into mine. And food really became my best friend. And so over the short time that he was sick, I gained a little over 30 more pounds. So then I was really unhappy. In walks my beautiful friend Valora Madison and her husband Kurt, and they introduced us to Isagenix. I was very skeptical to start out with. Even though they had had some really amazing transformations, I thought that they were doing something they weren't telling us. And so I really hankered on that 30-day money-back guarantee. I was going to get my money back after 28 days. I was like, oh, cool, honey, we can drink these shakes and, get our money back because it's not going to work. Within 3 days, I literally felt like I swallowed a rainbow. Like something was different. Now, I'm not going to say within 3 days I was losing weight. That's crazy. But I will say that my glow started to come back. I started there was a little bit of a pep in my step. And people started noticing. Tricia, as she shared, was one of my preschool moms. And it was like, okay, what is this girl doing? Like, what the heck is going on? Because I went from a very dark, depressed place to, hey, like, I'm kind of liking this stuff. I'm loving life. And so, I went to, as you can see in my picture, to lose a significant amount of weight in inches. My husband lost over 20 pounds. Actually, I'm sorry, I think he's a little close to 40 now. So anyways, we just have had amazing transformations, and we absolutely love the company and have a true passion for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to share the 3 most popular packs with you. I do want to let you know, though, that right now, like Anne-Marie said, we do have some really cool customized packs that are going on. And so there's a custom 30-day weight loss, there's a custom energy, and a custom performance pack. So definitely make sure that you talk to the person that's sharing with you what the best option is for you. Okay, so let's talk about the President's Pack. This is the pack that I came in on. So in the President's Pack, you're going to get enough for 2 shakes a day for 30 days. You're going to get your Ionics, which Anne-Marie talked about. You're going to get your Cleanse for Life. You can deep cleanse or daily cleanse. You're going to get your Natural Accelerator, which raises your body core temperature 1 degree, helps you burn the fat, all natural. Cayenne pepper, apple cider vinegar, all those things that naturally do that. We don't have any stimulants or appetite suppressants in any of our products. Then you're going to move on to your Isoflush. Just kind of helps everything keep moving. You're putting a ton of protein in your body. Sometimes your body goes, whoa, what's going on? So this kind of just helps keep everything flowing. Your Isagenix snack wafers, which you can use on your cleanse days. We call those our Scooby snacks. You're going to get a box of bars, which is either an additional 10 meals, or if you cut them in half, it could be actually 20 snacks. You're going to get your Isadelights. Our saying in our group is friends don't let friends cleanse without those Isadelights. They're absolutely amazing, and they come in dark and milk chocolate, and you can have them on cleanse days. Really will quench that sweet tooth, and they are coming out with salted caramel and mint Isadelights too, so that's awesome. You're going to get those Ageless Essentials with Product B, those amazing vitamins that Anne-Marie talked about. Really, you cannot get a better value than those vitamins. You can walk into any CVS, Walgreens, and try to duplicate what is in those AM and PM packs, and you're going to spend well over $500 to $700. I mean, it's insane. We really have everything within those vitamins. Great little Isagenix blender. And also in this pack, you're going to get a box of e-shots, which isn't pictured. You get free membership with this pack. We are in a free membership week right now up until Sunday. And so you're actually going to get a $29 kickback on this pack, which is really nice. And then an event coupon for $75. Events are awesome. I'm going to talk a little bit about getting your products paid for, and events are awesome for those. But events are also really awesome for just learning more about the product. So you're going to get an event coupon for $75 that you can use towards any of the Isagenix core events. And this pack starts at $5.59. I started with this pack because I really wanted the whole kit and caboodle. I didn't want anyone to come back to me and say, well, if you would have had this, this, or this, it would have worked. Again, I was kind of counting on that 30-day money-back guarantee. Almost 3 years later, look at me now. Moving into the pace setter pack, you're going to get everything that I just described to you. We are taking away those awesome vitamins. So you're still going to get the free membership or that $29 kickback if you join by Sunday. You're going to get an event coupon. It goes down from $75 to $25. And this pack starts at $3.99. But don't forget, this week you would get that $29 back. And then we move into what we call our Getting Started pack. This is a very basic pack. You're going to, the things that we need to take away is we already took away those vitamins. We're going to take away the e-shots. We're going to take away the bars. We're going to take away the Isodelites, the blender. And normally we would take away the free enrollment. But again, this pack does qualify for that free enrollment this week. So you're getting enough for 2 shakes a day, your Ionics, your Cleanse, IsoFlush Accelerator, and your snack wafers. When people ask me what to add on to this pack, what would I recommend, I truly would the Isodelites. And really looking at it cost-effective-wise, kind of bumping up to that Pace Setter or the President's Pack is a great option. Remember, these are just your initial costs. This isn't what you're going to be spending every single month. So, I want to talk a little bit about our shakes and the value of our shakes. You know, here's the thing, guys, is that what people don't understand is you know, I have so many people that come to me and they say, I'm just going to eat all organic. I'm going to eat pure and clean. And that's great. The thing that people don't understand is the definition of organic is not being sprayed with chemicals. They're not talking about the soil that these foods are grown in. And unfortunately, our soil today is nutrition. It's just deficit. I mean, it really is. So the 1 cup of spinach that my grandma maybe ate way back when, it would now take me 43 bowls to get the same nutrients out of those. Why? Because of our soil. So if you can really bump up to that perfect meal, which is what one of our Isoline shakes really is, or our Isoline Pro shakes, all of that undenatured whey protein, you know, all of the things that you really, really, truly need in a perfect meal. I say to everybody, I mean, if you could even just get 1 shake a day and you know, cleanse your body of toxins and do all of those things, you are so much far ahead of anybody else. People ask me this all the time. What do you eat? I am not going to just drink shakes. Okay, guys, I don't just drink shakes. I love food. I think food's awesome. So here's your typical schedule. It's 2 shakes a day, preferably breakfast and dinner, but again, you can work around your schedule. 2 healthy snacks, about 100 to 150 calories. I do raw almonds, hard-boiled eggs, veggies with hummus. You know, I just ate a Greek yogurt while Anne-Marie was talking. So, and then 1 healthy 400 to 600 calorie meal. Really, the rule of thumb is just stay away from boxed or processed foods. Let's eat real food. Get back to eating real food. So when people talk about their budgets, this is really a great way to look at that. I'm going to tell you right now, eating real food is way cheaper than eating those boxed and processed meals. Absolutely. So fish, chicken, lean protein, sweet potatoes, quinoa, all of those really great things, adding a salad to your meals, you know, those types of things. So I'm going to move into a little bit about the wealth creation. How do you get your product paid for? I have not paid for Isagenix since after the first month that I started. So think about that. Although I don't need to do 2 shakes a day, I still do 2 shakes a day because I'm a non-eater. So for me, 2 shakes a day, knowing that I'm getting that awesome nutrition is really, really good for me. But I don't pay for my Isagenix. But so just think of that. I'm replacing 2 meals a day for free. And how am I doing that? Well, I'm going to show you. So like I told you, when I started, I was in a very dark place. I probably wasn't smiling. My hair didn't look so great. And I started with that President's Pack, that $559 pack. That was a big jump for me. That was like, whoa, what the heck? I wasn't really looking at reallocating my money towards my Isagenix, not knowing that I would give up my diet sodas, I would give up my Starbucks coffees. I didn't really go into it thinking that, but I completely have. I mean, I'll tell you, I was a total boxed Smart One meals girl forever. I was a Weight Watchers for Life person. I have not had a frozen meal or a soda in over 2.5 years, which I'm extremely proud of. So I started with that $559 pack. As I moved into that 3rd week, I started to freak out because that's about the time that I was planning on calling Isagenix and telling them that I was going to return the product. So now what was I going to do? And both my husband and I were having amazing results on this system. So I was like, holy cow, what am I really going to do? So I kind of went to my husband and I said, okay, we have one of two choices. You know, it's great that you've lost weight, honey, and that's awesome, but I feel really great. So either you're going to have to get off this system because I'm never getting off of it, or we're going to have to do that thing, that sharing thing that Valora had told us about. So we decided we felt this awesome. Why would we not help the people that we loved the most feel this awesome? So I went to my mom and my sister, and my mom needed to gain weight. She did not need to lose weight. She was extremely unhealthy, had gone through a really bad divorce, wasn't eating a really good diet, so she really needed to gain weight, get some cleansing in her body, those types of things. My sister was the baby of the family, and she had a significant amount of weight to lose. So I went to both of them. And, of course, I shared the President's Pack with them because that really had all of the essential things that they would need for their first month. And they both decided to go ahead and start with that pack. Probably really, again, hinging on that 30-day money-back guarantee. Like, if this stuff doesn't work like she says, but they definitely were noticing a difference in me. Now, I was kind of on, like, the crazy train is what I call it. Like, oh, my gosh, how am I going to pay for my stuff next month? So I did this right in my 3rd week. And an Isagenix work week is Monday to Sunday. And so I shared with both my mom and my sister. And so Isagenix normally is going to give me $80 for sharing a President's Pack with my mom and $80 for sharing it with my sister. But because I did it in the same week, they actually doubled that. Yeah, you totally heard that right. They doubled it. So $160 for sharing with my mom and $160 for sharing with my sister. I did not sell them a single thing. I gave them an opportunity to feel the best that they have ever felt in their lives because I was starting to feel that way. And so I literally shared a product with them that they needed in their lives. They needed it. So look up here to the right. I spent $5.59 on my pack. Take away that $320, I was down to $239. Like, that's really all I had spent because I was getting this money back. And then Isagenix said, okay, you're like a total superstar. You shared with your first 2 people. So we're going to make you well, they call it a consultant. I call it a superstar. And they're going to give me an additional $50. So I was at $239. Take away that $50. I'm now at $189 spent on my first initial pack for 30 days worth of food. Actually, more than 30 days worth of food with the bars and all of those other essential things within the pack. So I went to my mom and my sister, and I said to them, hey, you guys, like, need to do the same thing. Like, I'm having amazing results. I know you guys are going to have amazing results. Within the first week, they were already feeling a difference within their bodies. They were starting to get that kind of like, oh, my gosh, this stuff is working. And so my mom went out and shared it with her sister and her cousin. And then my sister shared it with her best friend, and she shared it with a woman by the name of Shannon. And here's the thing, guys. To date, Shannon has lost over 100 pounds. I mean, that's just crazy. That's life-changing. My sister changed that woman's life. I mean, it literally, to me, is like, how could you not share this with people? And here's the great thing about Isagenix is they're gonna give you money for doing that, for gifting these people, for changing lives. And you truly are. My mom was gaining the weight back. My sister was losing weight. She threw out her system and using the system lost over 70 pounds. I mean, just amazing stuff happening here. Single mom of a very small child, had her energy back. I mean, it really, really, truly was amazing. Now, Isagenix obviously gave them the same kickbacks that they gave me, so my mom and my sister became that superstar consultant. But here's the thing is that I did all this right away in my first 30 days. And every time you help somebody become a consultant, and by helping them, all I mean is my mom didn't know a lot about the product. I mean, she was taking the product. She knew how she felt, but she didn't know what packs to share with people, what needs would be fit best for them. So she came to me, and I helped her share with her sister and her cousin. I helped Courtney share with her best friend and with Shannon. And so they became consultants, and I earned $100 for each of them becoming consultants. So, and that'll happen for up to your first 20 people that share it with their first 2 people. So it's great to encourage people to go out and share. So remember, we were at $189. Now I've earned $100 each for my mom and my sister becoming consultants, I'm in the positive. They're now paying me because at this point I'm 4th or 5th week in, okay? So they're now paying me to lose weight and to feel great. Yeah, I totally said that right. They're paying me to do this. It's insane. But guess what? It gets even better. I did all of this within my first 30 days. You plus 2, them plus 2. Me plus my mom and my sister plus sister, cousin, best friend, and Shannon. You plus 2, them plus 2. I became, they call it a crystal manager, I call it a super duper superstar, and I got a $250 bonus. Okay, so look over there to the right, guys. Okay, I was in the positive $11. All right, awesome. Now I got an additional $250. I'm in the positive $261. What does that do for me? It gets me my Isagenix for free. For free. I mean, this is literally foolproof. But wait, it gets even better. So I started to see the potential in this, and I started to say to myself, wait a minute, honey, like, we're sharing this awesome product with people. We absolutely love it. We're now down, you know, a significant amount of weight. We feel amazing. Like, we feel like we're jumping all over the place. We're active with our kids again. What the heck are we doing not sharing this with everybody we know? So that's what we did. We thought to ourselves, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Could we make a car payment? Could we make a house payment? As of today, we have retired my husband from a corporate America job that he absolutely did not enjoy. He stays home and works Isagenix full-time. We even personally enrolled just over 70 people, but we have created a team of 3,200 plus awesome people. And when I say awesome people, Tricia and Anne-Marie are 2 of my most amazing friends. And those are the types of people that are on our team, that are on our product page. If you're not on our product page, you need to message the person immediately that shared this with you and get on there to see all of these amazing people and these amazing transformations. And what have we done with that? We have now created a 6-figure income. Our lives are so different than we could have ever imagined at this point. Cycles are your residual income. You know, residual income is those people continuing to order. This is food, guys. If people are drinking their 2 shakes a day, their 1 shake a day, if they're taking their vitamins, this is literally their virtual store, their virtual Costco. They pay a 1-year membership fee and they get to go in their back office and order the things they need, and you cycle and create income because of that. And here's just kind of another look. 1 cycle a week, that's nothing. That's an extra $2,800 a year. Do you know that $300 to $500 per month could literally save marriages? Think about what you would do with an extra $300 to $500 a month. But can you dream bigger than that? Can you think about what you would do with an extra $500 to $700? What would you do with an extra $1,000 to $2,000? One of the most amazing stories that I heard was a girl who is a full-time nurse and who went 3-star just a couple of weeks ago. So on top of her regular job, I want you to look at that. I want you to look at the 3-star. In the pockets of her time, she is making an extra annual income of $112,000 to $165,000 a year by just sharing an amazing product with people. Getting your products paid for, it's the way to go. You plus 2, them plus 2. Please feel free to ask any of us how you can do that. It's very, very easy, you guys. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of some before and afters of our team members. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation, and we've absolutely loved having you. Thank you so much for being here.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here comes bad news, talking this and that. should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey, hey. Clap along